Ivy and Sam went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Ivy fell down and broke her crown for neglecting Sammy's daughter.
Sam, you can't mean that.
Yes, I do. I want you out of this house.
Oh, Daddy.
It was a huge mistake letting you move in here, okay? You have to go.
Ivy's house of cards just came tumbling down.
I'm not leaving this dump till I get my son back.
Get out of here.
Chad, neither of you are going to fight with a baby in the room.
I adopted Whitney's baby fair and square. It's all legal.
I heard what you said, Chad. You adopted that baby to get Whitney back. Your sister, because you're sick and you're disgusting. Now you listen to me, I will get my son back. I'm not gonna let you use him as some pawn in your sick little game to get your sister back.
Drop the charges against Gwen, Teresa.
Why, Whitney? Gwen tried to kill me. Okay? She kidnapped my daughter.
But don't you see you're at a crossroads right now? I mean, if you pick one way, you're gonna have a life of bitterness and anger. But if you pick the other way, you have a chance for a peaceful, happy life. And believe me, that's the one you want.
You don't know what you're asking.
You just don't see. You just don't see how lucky you are. I mean, you have two beautiful, healthy children. Why don't you just start a new life with them and forget this crazy idea of being with Ethan, because it's not gonna happen anyway.
No, Whitney. It is gonna happen. Ethan is going to come back to me. It's fate.
Come on, Ethan. I want to hear it from your own lips. Ethan, listen. You said you might be able to take Whitney's baby away from Chad, even though the adoption contract is legally ironclad. Well, what about your own child? Honey, I'm your wife. Are you going to do the same thing for me?
When?
No, Ethan. Ethan, are you going to take Jane away from Teresa for me, yes or no?
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me higher. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
You really want me to go?
Yes, I do. It's best for everyone.
Not for me, Sam. I love you. I love you. How could you say it was a huge mistake for me to move in?
When Jessica lashed out at me earlier, she was more right than not.
Thank you, Daddy.
I just didn't think it through. Ivy, I wanted so much to believe that our love was still alive.
It is,
No.
Sam.
I was so hurt when Grace left, I was just looking for someone to replace her.
Mom would have never left if it weren't for me.
I was selfish. All I was thinking about was my own shattered heart. And I reached out, and you were there. What I should have been thinking about was what's most important to me in my life. My girls. And how anything I do affects them. Sweetheart, I have neglected you, okay? But that's gonna stop right now. I'm gonna concentrate on you, and I'm gonna give you everything that you need. But to do that, I need to put my life on hold.
What about what we have together?
What? Memories of a juvenile affair? Maybe some of those embers are still burning, Ivy, but I can't think about that right now. That's why you have to leave.
I could help you with Jessica.
No, you had your chance. You don't have good judgment when it comes to my children or even your own. You could have told me that Jessica was with Spike. You could have told me that my daughter was hurting herself, but you didn't. Sweetheart, I love you. And I'm gonna get you the help that you need. I swear it. That's why you have to leave.
You want me out of the house tonight?
As soon as possible.
I'll go pack my things, and as soon as I find a place, I will move out. Oh, my dreams. I'm lost. Look, Teresa, all those years when I was the good girl, always judging you for your actions, I never knew how easy it was to hurt people. But now, I'm living it. I mean, every step I take, every decision, someone has to pay for it. I've hurt Fox, I've hurt Chad, my parents. Worst of all, I've hurt my own child. Please give up on a life with Ethan. I mean, it's not going to happen anyway. He always ends up going back to Gwen.
But Whitney, it's a two-way street because the way I see it, he always comes back to me.
What about the fact that he's a married man? I mean, do you ever think about what that makes you? Look, just leave it alone. If you don't, you're only going to end up hurting yourself.
Look, this situation is not black and white here.
And that is a lawyer for you. Look, Ethan, your wife wants a baby. And if you can't give her one the old-fashioned way, then I suggest you start looking at other methods, like finding a loophole that will allow us to rip that baby from Takosita's arms.
Rebecca, listen to me. These contracts right here, these contracts spell out everyone's duties and obligations for the period when Teresa was our surrogate, when she carried Gwen's and my embryo. Jane is Teresa's baby. These have nothing to do with her.
Well, I suggest you look a little harder. That is, unless you're just wimping out here. Ethan, you agreed it was time to take the gloves off with Teresa. Now prove it. Look, she's been torturing my daughter here for years, and it's time that as her husband, you made her pay for it.
You understand, no matter what these contracts say, it's still difficult to take a child away from its mother, Rebecca.
Well, we did it with little Ethan.
We proved that Teresa was an unfit mother.
Yeah, and why you are allowing him to stay with her is just beyond me. You two are his adoptive parents. Look, let's just send a limo to the barrio and go pick him up.
Oh, you can't do that, Rebecca.
Ethan, why not?
Because of these contracts here. Remember, we agreed to give little Ethan back to Teresa in exchange for being our surrogate.
Ethan, our son didn't make it because Teresa couldn't carry both babies,
Honey,
remember?
I know, it just doesn't work that way.
And why not?
Because we don't have power as adoptive parents anymore. It's null and void. Little Ethan is legally Teresa's.
What? Oh, Ethan, you are so lucky that I no longer carry a firearm.
Listen, I got news for you. I am glad that Teresa has little Ethan. She is his mother.
Ethan, she is a monster. And I thought that you finally saw the light on that one. And I thought you understood that. Don't you remember what you said to me at the airport? I mean, you convinced me. You convinced me to stop this feud and then that it was the right thing to do, you know?
Yeah, did Takosita listen to you? No, I think not.
Well, she listened to you, all right. She listened to the proposal of peace about stopping this horrible feud. But what did she do? She spit on your ideas. She attacked and she had me rearrested. She has Jane back, and now you're telling me she has little Ethan back, but that's still not enough for her. No, she has to have her revenge. What are you gonna do? Look me in the eye, Ethan. Are you gonna let her get away with that? Are you seriously gonna stand there and let Teresa hurt me again?
Now, look, I don't know what they teach you on the streets in LA, but jumping your own sister's bones is disgusting.
That's not what I want. I just want to be near her.
You just want to be near her, and that's why you adopted my son.
You know, he looks a lot more like me than he does like you.
That's supposed to be funny?
You stop this. You stop this at once.
What, huh? Get out of here. Which one of your sons is right? Which one is sick and dead wrong? You adopted my son.
Go home, Fox. I need to spend some time with my son.
Fox, get out of here.
Fox! Chad! Stop it! That's enough, Fox! Chad! Stop it!
You stop it right this minute. You're gonna injure this child. If you love this baby the way you say you do, you just stop it right now.
You proud of yourself? My two grown, mature sons? Grandfather would be roaring with laughter if he saw the two of you.
I'm just defending myself against this nut job.
Nut job, huh? I'm not the one adopting a baby so I can marry my own sister.
I don't want to marry her. I just want to be close to her.
You want to be close to her, Chad? You want to snuggle up nice and tight? Is that what you want? You know what you need? A good shrink. Maybe call Dr. Roosh. She can write a book about you.
Don't you see what I've done to Fox and Chad? Look, I know my life is a complete disaster, but you, I mean, you're always so sure that what you're doing is right, even when all your plots and plans blow up in your face. Look, drop the charges against Gwen, okay? This isn't a joke. I mean, what you're doing is real. It's cruel, and you're hurting people.
No, everyone's gonna be fine, Whitney. Gwen's gonna go to jail, and I'm gonna have my family, Ethan, little Ethan, and Jane, all in the same house.
You've been licking those little happy face stickers, haven't you?
What?
I'm saying you're insane. It's what I'm saying. So you're trying to tell me that Ethan wasn't furious when you had Gwen rearrested?
No, he was furious. You're right, Whitney, but you know what? In time, he's gonna get over that.
Let me tell you something. I don't care if Gwen is in jail for 3 years or 30. Ethan is always gonna remember that you are the one who put her there. You're the one who kept him away from his wife. Your plot is just another sick fantasy, is what it is. Ethan's gonna hate you, and he's never gonna come back to you.
Decide, Ethan. Are you gonna let Teresa hurt me again? We've got to retaliate, Ethan, and you are the only one we can turn to. Look, we have to take Jane away from that vicious shrew. Your plan for peace is dead. This is war, and Teresa fired the first shot.
Taking a child away from its mother is the ultimate cruelty.
You know, if that is how you really felt, you would go after Teresa with a vengeance. Little Sarah is dead and lying in a graveyard because of Teresa. Now that is cruel. And then your own son is dead because they had to make room for little Jane in Teresa's womb. Now that is really cruel. And what's even worse is that Gwen had to find out that Jane was your baby with Teresa. Now none of that had to happen if Teresa had not drugged your surrogate and stolen your embryos.
Which she did, because the two of you took little Ethan away from her. Do you understand this is what I'm fighting against? This back and forth, this isn't a new war, Rebecca. This is the same war. It's endless, and it has to stop.
Well, Teresa could have stopped it, but she chose not to. Ethan, this is a war, and the only way it is gonna stop is by winning it. So, I suggest you look for a loophole. Any loophole at all that will allow us to take Jane away from Teresa. Now do it.
I knew my sister was getting into some crazy stuff, but this? Jessica, a cutter. I don't get it. Self-mutilation?
Awful and so unattractive.
If this really happened because she feels neglected, then Maria could grow up just like her.
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Kay. You are raising that little girl right. And you've given her a good home.
But I'm a single mom, Simone. I work double shifts at the cannery, and I'm never home just like my dad. And when I am home, all I want to do is go to bed. What if Maria turns out like Jessica because I've neglected her?
Thank you, Daddy. Making Ivy move out is the right thing to do. It'll really help me.
You think?
Oh, yeah. She's never fit in here anyway. Too rich for her own good. She has no idea how to fit in with real people.
Well, give her a break, okay? She tried her best to fit into this family. I mean, she learned to cook.
Yeah, right. Maybe she was trying to poison us.
That's not fair. Okay? Ivy's not your mother, but then again, who is? I mean, no one has the skills Grace has. I mean, cook like a caterer. She kept this place spotless. She ran the B&B and the crafts and antique store. She was better than...
Yeah, better than Martha Stewart. But did Martha Stewart ever run out on her husband and her kids?
Look, just give Ivy some credit, okay? She did the best she could.
Well, Ivy's gone now, or soon will be. And we can make this house into whatever we want it to be.
Well, I know how it's going to be.
What do you mean?
This house is going to be a safe place for you to get your life back together. Now, you'll have plenty of love, but plenty of restrictions. Now, I'm going to make sure you get your life back on track.
What do you mean, restrictions? I'm not a child.
But you act like one. So from now on, I'm going to know where you are and what you're doing every second of the day.
Oh, the hell you will.
You are my passion for life.
You know, I've done some things I'm not very proud of. But I didn't see this one coming. I always thought if I lost you, it would be because Grace came back and found out how I got rid of her. You, Kay. I always thought you were the bad seed. But you were the one who caused me to lose everything. You, Jessica, you. You are a snake in the grass.
Are you crazy? I won't be put on a leash like some puppy. I'm an adult.
You'll be treated like an adult when you act like one. Now, I'm going to help you, okay? Whatever you need. Psychiatry, group therapy. But part of the problem was me, Jessica. I failed you as a father. I was absent. I let you run around out of control. And this is what happens. You lose all respect for yourself.
That's what Ivy said.
Look, I may have failed you in the past, okay? But no more. I'm gonna make sure you get your life back on track.
I like my life the way it is.
Drugs? Alcohol? Cigarettes? And that Spike? You know, before him, you were date
Chill
raped.
out, Daddy. I'm just having fun.
Oh, you're having fun? This is fun? Look at this, sweetheart. The cuts, the burns. This is not fun, sweetheart. This is sick.
Looks like Officer Sam may not be able to control that brat of his, huh?
Tabitha. She's tired, okay? She needs rest.
Oh.
The hell I do.
Good idea, Sam. Yes, and my baby needs some rest, too. But you know where I am, right next door, if you need any help with the little lamb.
Thank you.
Maybe I backed the wrong sister for membership in the dark side, Endora. Huh? We better keep a wary eye on the Bennetts and Miss Ivy tonight. Who knows, there may be a lot more pain coming down the pike.
Now, I think it's time for you to go up and go to bed, because you're going to need your rest. And tomorrow, I think we'll start talking about how we're going to structure your days.
Don't think for 1 minute I'll put up with you interfering in my life. Where are you going?
Out.
You better take the back stairs. My dad's still in the living room, and he doesn't want to see you. You should be packing your bags.
I'm going for a walk, Jessica. But don't worry. You got your wish. I'll be gone soon.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
You know, I only ever wanted the best for you.
I don't know why you hate me so much. Or is it just that you hate yourself and you don't know the difference?
Are you still here?
I'm not leaving without my son.
Wake up, you idiot. He's my son now.
That's enough. Listen. Chad has custody of the baby, and you must accept that.
Fox, he's right. Legally, Chad has custody.
Legally, Chad, what is with you two, huh? I know what he said. The only reason he adopted that baby is to get close to Whitney. Now, why are you siding with him?
You're wrong, Whitney. Ethan will forgive me. He's gonna realize that I was protecting myself and my family from Gwen and Rebecca.
There is no getting through to you. I mean, you got it all figured out. Same as always. Except what you have figured out is just crazy.
Well, I guess that makes two of us. Because I remember when you came over here, you said that you still wanted to be with Chad. Even after you knew he was your own brother. You said, don't worry, Teresa. We can live together platonically as brother and sister.
Don't throw my own words back in my face like that. And at least I came to my senses. I don't think like that anymore.
Really? Why are you so upset? Is it because deep down you're mad at yourself because you still want to be with Chad?
Son, we are not on Chad's side.
The hell you're not on Chad's side. I don't even know how you two can go along with all this madness. Now, let me take a stab at it. The poor, deprived bastard son of Julian and Eve, he gets everything, right? But I'm just a legitimate brat, raised by you and Ivy, your wife, for all these years.
Now, that is not true.
Yeah, then why are you two backing him up? You heard what he said. He's not adopting my son because he loves children, Dad. He's adopting my son because he loves Whitney, his sister.
I do love this baby because it's Whitney's.
It's Whitney's and my child, Chad. All right? And if Whitney doesn't want him, then I should be raising him. Now listen. If you two are telling me that you go along with Chad adopting my son, then you're telling me that you go along with a sick plan to get Whitney back.
No, Fox.
That is not what we're saying at all.
Well, that's exactly what you're saying. But think past that for a second. Let's have Whitney and Chad get back together. That'd be great. Then they can get married. She can get pregnant by him. Do you have any idea what kind of freak offspring those two would have?
You know what, Teresa? You're crazier than I thought you were. Because I don't want to get back together with Chad. I'm trying to move on here. That's why I put my baby up for adoption, so I wouldn't have to worry about keeping this secret anymore. But look what happened. Chad adopts his own child.
Whitney, you loved Chad like you loved nobody else. And I know it hasn't been fair to Fox, but you really need to be honest with yourself. Has that love totally died? You must fantasize about what your life could have been like if Chad wasn't your own brother.
Can you stop it, please?
Whitney, you guys would have been married. You had been raising that baby together. You would be living in a house somewhere with a sunny garden.
You know, I don't care what the rest of the world says. The three of us, we are a family. You, me, our baby. No one's ever gonna come between us again.
No. Teresa, I don't think like that anymore. See, I'm not like you. I don't live in a fantasy world like you do. I live in reality. And you want to know what's crazy? It's crazy for you to think that Ethan is going to be with you after you put his wife in prison. That's what's crazy.
I don't know. I don't know if I have it in me to take Jane away from Teresa.
Well, I suggest you find a way.
Mother, please, just...
Oh,
thanks.
great. Well, that's the thanks I get for trying to help.
Okay, Ethan, think. Honey, Jane is your child, too. And you know how malicious and vindictive Teresa is. Do you really want her to raise your daughter to be that way? Honey, you know I would be such a good mother to that little girl. I already love her. The only reason I gave her back to Teresa is because I thought it would be better for her. But not now. Teresa is going to warp her mind, fill it with lies, and teach her to manipulate and twist the truth so it serves her own needs.
Honey, Teresa is a good mother, too. If she wasn't, I would have fought to keep little Ethan. What?
Ethan, no matter what the circumstances are, you always come up with a way to defend her. Remember on that island, you chose me over Teresa?
Yeah, of course I remember that. You're my wife.
You know, you really make me wonder. You know, if one day you're just gonna change your mind, just go right back
Honey,
to her.
honey, no. No. I do love you.
Then why is it that my mother and I have to expend so much energy convincing you to be on my side? Why aren't you on my side naturally? I mean, Ethan, I'm your wife, but always in the back of my mind, I am scared to death that you were gonna leave me for her.
It's not my fault.
Maybe a little bit. Mainly mine. Mom's gone because of my lies. Look, Dad, I'm not trying to criticize. I'm just trying to help. Ever since I had Maria, I've played catch-up learning about parenting. I've read tons of stuff on the internet and books, and they all say the same thing, that kids need structure. You can't give the child control. Jessica, she's almost an adult, but she's acting like a child, so you should treat her like one.
Thank you for the advice. Maria's lucky to have you as a mother.
Oh, I'm really lucky to have you for it.
Jessica, we're not finished. Come down here.
No!
Now!
What do you want?
We are going to figure out how we're going to deal with your problems, okay? I want you to stay in the house tonight, get plenty of sleep, get ready for tomorrow, because there are plenty of chores that need to be done.
What? Now I'm a slave?
Jessica, look, I'm trying. I have a patrol on the wharf, okay, but it won't be long.
Sure. So much for you putting your life on hold to help me.
Jessica, stop it. Now I have to go to work. That's what puts food on the table. But I promise you, tomorrow it's going to be all about you, okay? You think you can keep an eye on her until I get back?
I don't need babysitters.
Sure, Daddy.
Jessica, we'll talk in the morning, okay?
Can't wait.
I love you. I'll see you in the morning.
Well, he goes out the front door and I'm going out the back. Ciao, ladies. I'm out of here.
You're not going anywhere.
The idea of Chad having some freak baby with his half-sister is just plain gross. Is that what you two want?
That's not gonna happen.
Nothing is going to be resolved tonight.
No, it is resolved. This is my baby now.
I beg to differ.
Now, don't start again, all right? The best thing you could do right now is to leave.
Thanks a lot, Dad. Always easy to tell which one of your sons you care about more.
That is not true.
This is so wrong. I gotta tell you, you should not have custody. That's my son.
Whitney, you're wrong. Ethan will forgive me because he loves me. He always does. He's gonna leave Gwen and he's gonna be here with me and little Ethan and Jane. I will have my family. You know, you sound about as whacked out as Gwen did when she was in jail. Look, I understand that things are a little tense right now between Ethan and me. But you know what? In time, he's gonna realize that I did him a favor by having Gwen rearrested. I can't even believe I'm hearing this. I mean, this makes no sense. You make no sense. Nobody makes any sense. I can't take this anymore. I really can't.
Listen, you have got to trust me. I'm never gonna leave you for Teresa, honey. I know that look. I hate that look. That's the look that my mother used to give when she'd find out about another one of Julian's infidelities. I knew that she tried to hide it, but she was very insecure about it, and I swore that I would never put that look on a woman's face. Here it is. And whose fault is that? Listen to me. Listen to me. You do not have to worry about me going back to her. It won't happen.
Prove it. Mother.
No, she's right. She's absolutely right. And that's why I'm gonna look through those surrogacy contracts and I'm gonna do my damnedest to find a way to get custody of Jane. I'll do it.
Here we are, Mrs. Crane. I thought you'd like some hot tea and muffins.
Carbohydrates at this hour?
Don't be absurd.
Be careful what you say around the help. Pilar has her spies all over this house.
You're ridiculous.
You know, maybe we should go out to discuss the baby, okay? Away from any prying eyes. Bye-bye. Okay, blue note? Oh, perfect. Oh, Ethan, are you coming?
Oh my God. I cannot believe he's already looking through the contracts to try to get Jane away from Teresa. Mother, I can't believe this. I'm a little bit scared to actually believe Ethan is actually finally on my side.
Now, if we're lucky, we're going to see another confrontation between Ivy and Sam right here. And you've been such a bad little demon, you deserve a nice treat.
Oh, how did I become such a bad father? Jessica's falling apart right underneath my nose. I didn't even know.
Should I talk to him? Maybe if I tell him I understand it and try to comfort him, maybe I can get him back.
You're not Daddy. You can't stop me from going out.
The hell I can't. You are not leaving.
Watch me.
Hey, Jessica, have you lost your mind? You keep out of this.
Out of my way!
Dad said you're staying in, so you're staying in.
Move!
I should talk to him before any more time goes by.
Go on, do it. Maybe Sam will push you into the harbor. Rat. Why they can't win them all.
Now what am I gonna do? That man is everything I have ever dreamed of. And now he's gone and I have nothing.
Oh, aren't mortals amusing, Endora? It's such fun to see Ivy on the pity part, isn't it? Do you smell a little something on the breeze? It's pain and heartache, bearing down on harmony. Soon, everyone in this cursed little village of ours will lose something dear to them. Oh, there's so much more pain to come.
What the hell was that for?
For what you've done to Dad. I don't think you're a real cutter. Your poor little me, I'm so misunderstood act is a bunch of bull. Stop torturing Dad. You're being selfish and mean and just plain evil.
Kay, she can have real psychological problems.
You get out of this!
Where do you get off calling me evil? You tortured him first. You had a bastard baby, then moved out of the house.
This isn't about me. Stop hurting Dad.
Why would I listen to a loser like you? I'm out of here. You're staying right here. Let go of me! Let go! Stop! Let go! Stop it! This is stupid!
Fox, I love both of my sons, but you have to accept...
No, I accept nothing. And you've made your choice. Now I'm all alone here. That's fine. There's no way I'm gonna let you raise my boy.
My boy.
Stop it. Please, just stop it.
Legally, there's nothing you can do.
Right. All right, now I want everybody to listen up. I'm gonna get my son back, or I'll die trying.
No, I gotta get out of here. I mean, I thought this could be a place where I could hide from the rest of the world, but you're worse than everyone else.
No, Whitney, stop. Please listen to me. Wait, just wait, okay? You're really upset right now, and I don't want you to go out there and do something that you'll regret. Something that could wreck your entire life.
Something worse than having my brother's baby? I doubt it. Leave me alone.
Whitney, stop it!
No.
Whitney, come on! Whitney, please!
What is this?
Just a little reminder that we're going to be at the Blue Note. Think you'll be able to join us?
I don't know. But I'll try. You drive safe, okay?
I love you.
Bye.
So, you really think Ethan will be able to find a way to take Jane away from Teresa?
Well, he was top of his class, head of the law review.
Yeah, but do you think he's going to be able to put his old feelings for her aside to help me out?
Don't worry. I think he is so angry that she had you rearrested that he is finally committed to you and your needs. And once he finishes with all this legal mumbo jumbo, he is going to crush Teresa and get you that baby. Oh, you know, when we get to the Blue Note, we should celebrate, order some champagne, because Ethan is finally severing his ties with Teresa. And then he is going to squash her just like a bug.
I know that I am Marty's mother, and if you're not going to help me prove it, then I'll do it on my own.
Please tell me that after Teresa has little Ethan back, that you're at least going to fight her for custody of baby Jane.
This is going to be a night no one will forget, Endora. No one.